It is Thursday. We are on time.
Which
that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. It is Thursday and we're on time. This is like a whole new experience here. Hello, Eric B. How are you doing? Yeah.
And we didn't skip a day for like a holiday weekend. It's not like, oh, there's a holiday weekend coming up. We're gonna leave the stream for the next 3 weeks. No, we're here for you guys and gals.
I may not be here in a couple of weeks, but I'm here now. you just had to like jump in.
I mean, if that wasn't the best segue for bad news, I don't know what is.
Yeah, so I will know after this weekend. However, on the 16th, we may not be having a stream because I may need to do some wedding stuff. So that kind of takes priority, because if I upset Karma, then nothing happens. Then there's like no stream. So I definitely don't want to upset her. Nope. Yeah. Never.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hi, Eric. How are you doing? Eric B, where they at, though? We need to get Delete back over here. Delete needs to come back to Orlando so we can like stream next to each other. Just saying.
I am due to visit my parents, visit my folks down there. We'll see how that goes. I would love to stream.
That would be pretty fun.
In the Fin Cave. Mm-hmm. Without question.
Yeah. Oh, wait until I get the new house and everything next year. Then you'll definitely be able to do that. I have like a dedicated like office space and everything for me. Mm-hmm. That's like the only area I'm going to be allowed to actually like touch and decorate is my little like office / man cave. Everything else, yes, dear. That's the way to do it. If she's happy, I'm happy. It's just the right way to do things. I'm telling you. I have learned.
Yeah.
I might be new at this whole like relationship thing, but I have learned. I've learned quickly. The saying. And no, I'm not bringing you along, Eric B. I have learned that too. Like, I'm not bringing you along for wedding stuff. No. Just no. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are ready for a fun trip down State of Survival. There is a lot of stuff that is going on. So we are going to talk about it. We talked a little bit about some of it last week. But this week is actually all of it coming to fruition because there is a new update in the game now. It is 1.13.10. We have a new update that is going to help us celebrate the 2nd year anniversary of State of Survival.
Spending a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, for you. You have funded this birthday party for them.
Welcome to a new part of the game that forces you to spend more money.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what it is. I mean, we can just talk about it right now. They're creating an airship. If they're creating like 3D State of Survival where you have your ground and now we're going to build like an air fleet, and if we can build like an air base and stuff, it's going to be pretty cool, but I can definitely see it taking some of those 16 digits away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. You know, I was actually playing a different game, and they just came out with like a new portion of it that they thought was going to be like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And it kind of like ruined the experience. It was like, oh, this is so meh. It is so meh. And it was just like, so you got to be careful with adding stuff onto your game and disturbing the gameplay too much, you know, and going too far off from your base, because it's just like, wow. Yep. Now I just have to do this all over again. And this is more annoying. The controls are different. Everything's placed in a weird space. So it's just like, it's a very, 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 very tough move.
Mm-hmm. Aerith is asking, anyone else having crappy connection issues since the update? Yes, a lot of people are. It is all in the Discord. There's a lot of people complaining about having very laggy connections right now. So you are not the only one. You are not the only one. Hey, Shadowvale says, holy crap, Finn is alive. Finn has been alive for a while. What do you mean Finn is alive? Finn just doesn't play Swuggo. Finn plays SOS. He streams SOS. He has been streaming SOS until except for 2 weeks from now. I have pretty much been on a streak of weekly streams here. Just saying, Shadow. I am here. Plus, what the hell? We're in the same clan in Clash of Clans, and I'm attacking. What do you mean I'm alive? That's all I gotta say. Holy crap, Finn is alive. To you, sir. How are you doing, Shadow? Eric B. I was thinking they'll carry us into the merge state. I mean, it's possible. The airship could be your transportation to the new state.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. It could be. Shadow saying I was waiting for the Clash of Clans stream. So I was working on it, and then I proceeded to get engaged and work on buying a new house. That has totally killed all of my time from updating my streams as well as even starting a new one. I have a list of things that I'm trying to get done for this stream, and it's just it's been crazy. But I do plan on doing a Clash of Clans stream. I do.
What is what's the key attacking piece? Is it Valks still in Clash of Clans?
It varies. It varies on your HQ and what you're facing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right now.
Because I remember when the game first came out, it was just just drop 50 dragons on somebody, and then it was Valks are really strong with gargoyles.
Yep. So by Town Hall 8 is definitely straight up dragons. Town Hall 8 is full dragons. Town Hall 9 can actually be dragons as well, as long as you have a wall breaker. So there's different strategies. I'm higher. I still need to get better at 3-starring. I'm pretty consistent at 2-starring, but 3-starring not so much. So I have to work on that. Thank you, Shadow. And Aerith is saying, I lost 80k from connection and not being able to recall from a tower. Well, that sucks. Yeah. I don't know what else to say other than that sucks. I'm sorry.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm. That does suck. Yeah, the lag is going around.
I can guarantee you that if you went to customer service and told them that, they would tell you that they were trying to optimize the game.
I mean, I'm sure they are. I'm pretty sure this was an issue with optimization. Kill all the troops. Yes, once you kill one, so Aerith is now bloodthirsty. She's tasted the death of one troop. Now she's like, kill all of them. Just kill all of them. They'll give me 100 bios. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, so we have some stuff to discuss this week. Mako is busy this week. He may be able to join us, but more likely than not, he won't. So we'll miss Mako this week. But in the meantime, Delete and I can definitely hold down the fort. Oh, Daniel T. Daniel T saying 200 caps from support. Okay. So you just got a free 100 caps from Daniel T. Just saying. Oh, and Eric B is saying, and 2 maps. That's true. You probably will get 2 maps. 200 caps, 2 maps, and medal.
Yes.
I mean, it's probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. Oh, man. Okay,
great.
So we're going to jump into some of the news from this week. And again, the big thing is update 1.13.10. And that is what we'll kind of go over now. I will talk about some of the stuff that was posted in the Discord. We'll go through that. But what I'm going to do is, and I've worked on some of the buttons, Delete. I worked on some of the buttons. You ready? You ready? Let's watch this smooth transition to bring the screen down now. If you watch on the stream, it's a smooth transition to get the screen down and then the game up. And now, to get it back up, look at that. Look at that. I worked on the buttons to make it a smooth transition. I'm slowly finding time to do things. Just saying. I'm slowly finding times to do things. That's all I can say. Okay, let's bring the screen down and get back to the game. Because I was removing the game and the whole point. I know I am getting fancy, Aerith. I am. I have the ability to get very fancy. My problem is time. Just saying. It sucks having to like diet and work out before the wedding. That's all I gotta say. Like I have this goal and I'm like, I have to make sure I start now. I'm dieting. I'm cooking. I'm like, okay, I gotta be good. I gotta be good at least until December. Then afterwards, I don't give a crap and I'll probably be the next person on my 600-pound life. But until that point, I'm going to be good. Just say.
How many fruit snacks are you eating?
Right now, 0.
Wow.
I don't even have fruit snacks in my apartment right now.
Wow.
The only sweet that I have in my apartment are Lindt dark chocolate truffles, and I get one after I finish going to the gym because dark chocolate kind of just helps me after I finish. That's it. That is it. That is it.
That's dedication to the craft right there.
I know. You don't know how much I miss it. I go grocery shopping and I see like the Welch's fruit snacks, berries and cherries are on sale, and it's like I can resist buying things. I have a harder time not eating it if it's in sight. So it's easier for me to not buy it than to have it in the apartment and not eat it. So that is how I have learned my willpower works. So I just avoid straight up buying it. But come January, oh my God, I am like shoving maybe like 10 packs of fruit snacks in my mouth on this stream. It's just going to be, yeah. It's going to be like my New Year celebration. Huzzah, it's 2022. that is totally, yeah. That is going to be.
I look forward to seeing that.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a whole stream of Finn just on a massive sugar high from fruit snacks. It's all... we can play something else, and in the meantime, I'm just on a complete sugar high. Can you imagine me on a sugar? This is me without sugar. Like it's
That's a lot.
It's frightening. It would be frightening. That's all I can say. Eric B saying we need more heroes like Nanami. I still have not unlocked her. We talked about her last week. I have not unlocked her because I've been saving my maps. So I don't want to use the maps until an event, so I haven't really had instance yet to try and get her frags. Not to mention then I would probably save her frags for a while and not unlock her. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an event, before I go ahead and do anything. I'm actually short on XP books to get like my 3 newest heroes. They're all a general already, but to get them to 80 takes so many XP books for those that don't have the hero account, which is still a sore point for me.
Aerith is saying you talk really fast naturally. Sugar high would be hilarious. I can give you an idea if you want. You ready? You ready for how I may sound with the sugar high? Are you ready?
This is going to be good.
My affinity with reality Steve Gamers, and that is Delete with reality Steve Gamers. He is one of my best friends. There he is. We're missing Mako right now. Mako's not here right now, but he will be back hopefully next week, but right now he's not here. And then after that, we're going to try to do some coverage of the new patch, 1.13, 1.1. There you go. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to talk about the anniversary, and we're going to talk about other things. Huzzah!
And that's how that happens.
See? Just say.
Yep. That was worth the wait.
I can't be trusted with nice things. I just hope you all realize that I can't be trusted. All right. Okay. So let's get into. You need to turn blue as a Smurf. Oh. Okay. Hold on. We can do this.
Oh.
That makes me all like creepy blue. I can go like this. I can be a kingly blue. I have all kinds of toys. I'm just saying. I have toys.
Oh yeah. I
can't be trusted with things.
We're in for a wild ride, everybody.
Mhm.
Buckle in.
I cannot be trusted with my toys, and I have a lot of these toys. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with the anniversary celebration. So we'll read this one. So anniversary celebration, Day of Hope. Almost without realizing it, the second year of our desperate struggle dawns.
I don't understand why it would be a desperate struggle. Maybe for migration, desperate struggle to figure out migration.
So dawn is the sunrise, right? And dusk is the sunset, right?
Yeah.
So when a struggle dawns, that means it's like just starting, right?
Yeah.
Aren't we going into the third year? It's like the second. It's like the second anniversary. You know, it's like when you have your birthday. It's your first birthday. You've officially completed 1 year of your life, so you're going into your second year of life. You don't turn 1 and then be like, oh, this is my first year of life. That means you would have had like a 0th year of life. Right? Am I missing something here? Should it not be the third year?
Oh, boy.
What? Am I missing something? Am I wrong? Should it not say the third year of our desperate struggle dawns, or the second year of our desperate struggle dusks, or something?
Maybe they did one of those things where it's like, oh, this is our game's soft opening. You know? It's like, oh, we didn't really count that because we technically didn't have the grand opening yet. So
but then this would be the first anniversary. This would be the first thing you're thinking too much. Welcome to Finn. I'm just reading and I'm like, something doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Okay, I will continue to read and I will try not to think. It's not going to work well, but I will try. I'm just saying. It shouldn't be second year. Okay, Dr. Yamazaki has invented they don't employ qualified creative writers. I mean, I'll proofread stuff for them at a at a simple cost for some plasma. I will read whatever the hell they want. Just say.
It would be maps. It would be maps and food. Maps and food, probably.
Okay, I'm going on a tangent. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. Someone posted in our Discord after. Let me go find that so I can credit the person. I want to say it was either Buzzsaw or Juggernaut. Someone in our Discord after the last session posted something very interesting. They did an attack in SOS and then proceeded to get a report that showed that you could take plasma.
What?
It showed plasma. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll show you right now. Here, I will send you the picture delete. I'm not sharing it yet. Okay? I'm just telling you. I will send you the link in Discord delete, and then you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I got a picture with a plunder resources report after they attacked the base, and it literally shows the potential to steal plasma. I don't know what to make of it.
I mean, how much plasma would you have to in order to because you can warehouse everything.
If you can steal plasma, the game is over. Flat out. The game is over. Every low-level base that is trying to upgrade their HQ is going to be zeroed for plasma. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, unless the amount of plasma that you have to have has to be so high.
Yeah, but then you'll never be able to go above that level. So that means that anyone that's trying to save plasma to cash it in on an event is not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Legitimately, that would be the end of the game. I am hoping that was a bug from something. However, if That is a issue. They should never do that.
That might be one of the worst ideas ever.
Yeah, you would just be permanently bubbled.
Right. Why not be able to, why don't you steal hero gear next?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to bubble
Legendary
every day, hero gear, chief gear, just make all of it stealable. I mean, you should be able to find badges after you wreck someone's base. I'm just Please don't allow plasma to be a plunderable resource. I'm just throwing that out there. We don't need plasma to be a plunderable resource. However, nonetheless, I will continue. I will get off my tangent here. Okay, so in order to... Dr. Yamazaki has invented a substance called infecticide that can exterminate the infected. I like that, infecticide. It's clever. I like that. That is a clever one. In order to use it... I know. I think it's clever. In order to use it to maximum effect, Becca suggested that a huge airship could be built. When the airship lifts off, it will spray infecticide from the sky and kill the abominable infected on a large scale. The Final Hope has named the campaign The Comeback, and the airship launch day, the Day of Hope. So far, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the story.
Good old airship launch day.
The Day of Hope. The Day of Hope celebration will be divided into 4 stages. During this nearly month-long celebration, you will experience 20 immersive and rewarding events such as Airship Designs, Day of Hope celebration redecoration, yearbook, Day of Hope giveaway, and more. I will say, last year's yearbook thing was actually one of my favorite.
Yeah.
I love that, where it showed all the different people that you either messaged the most or you did the most rallies with or whatever it is. I thought that was really cool. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, it was probably one of the best compilations I've seen in a game.
Yeah,
that did summaries. I'm still, that was one of the things that I thought this game should have is it should have your, achievements, your 15th billionth, farmed whatever, or your whatever, how many base attacks you have, or killed troops, or whatever the case may be. There should be levels for people to achieve, because people or achieving, or basically checking boxes of stuff they've done in a game. It's true in just about every game, and this game never had it.
Yeah.
If they had a box for it, there used to be an achievements tag, and then just removed it, probably because we bitched about it on the stream so much for so long. But that's something they should have instituted in the game by far.
No, I agree. The rest of it sounds interesting. Airship Designs. I mean, there's potential there depending what it is, right? If it is kind of like a creative design thing where you could actually design the airship somehow, that would be kind of cool, rather than us just collecting designs as part of that. Collect the designs and then press that button and let it load all the designs into the airship so it can build part by part. I hope it is something a little more than that. The Day of Hope celebration redecoration, I think would be cool. Hopefully they do something with our base to allow us more space so we can put all the new buildings and still manage to keep space for all the decorations in game.
I actually can't build any more decorations. I have I think I have about 12 decorations that I can't even put down unless I start just destroying paths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Eric
B is saying it's not. I know. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping here. Yeah. They need to expand our bases though. They do. We are overdue for an expanded base with the amount of stuff that they're giving us. But that being said, get involved in this new chapter of the resistance against the infected. So there we go. Now, anniversary celebration exclusive events. So here we go. The first one, Ultimate Survival Kit. Our first mega celebration event. Earn support points by sharing the game with your friends. Accumulate support for fantastic in-game rewards as well as a chance to win tons of luxurious gifts, including Amazon prizes. There's even a Lamborghini waiting for you to take home. So the Lamborghini, I'm pretty sure, is going to be a fake one in-game. Almost guaranteed. It's going to be a March skin. It's going to be a Lamborghini March skin. Right? Like, it has to be.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that just like, yeah, they'll enjoy this $350,000 car?
Yeah, no. No, it's going to be a Lamborghini March skin.
Oh, man.
I mean...
So how many accounts are you going to make, Finn? Are you going to, and so this way you can just share it to your fake friend accounts?
I know, this is... I don't know what to make of this. Like, part of me is like, this is a really clever ploy to try and get like their download numbers and stuff up in the App Store, right? Because you're gonna get these people, whether even if you're a fake account, it's gonna like boost the numbers. But is it really increasing the amount of money they're going to make? Because there is a huge... Eric B saying Catzilla says it's real, but I think it's a March skin too. Yeah, I think it's a March skin too. I don't think they're spending 350 to like 600,000 on a vehicle just because somebody is getting people to register for the game. Like, I don't see that happening. However,
maybe they're making all that money off of The Walking Dead, handling their game.
I mean, it's possible, but my only concern is that. Let's take us, for example, and even you guys in chat. Let's just assume that we're inviting our friends to play this game, right? Are any of us inviting them to play in the same state as us? Like, it's not possible for us to really play together. Like, honestly, to me, that is one of the biggest downfalls of this game. I would love to recommend this game to other people because to me, it really is a fun game. And I've learned more so now, given that like real life has kind of taken over, that it's actually not bad to put it down, pick it up, continue to play, and still stay active. Like, you can still enjoy this game a lot. The problem is there is like no way a new player can come into the state of a veteran player and really have any chance of trying to like build their base up to the point where your state is. Like, you have to start in a new state with them and then maybe work up in an alliance together, right? And then try to do it. So part of me is like, this is smart from the download standpoint, but I feel like it's just going to expose one of the biggest flaws in the game, which is that if you're not starting with your friends at the exact same time, there's no way that they're able to catch up or even be close to where you are. Especially if you're in a state that's like 400 or higher, pretty much, I would say. Maybe even lower than that, maybe even like 450. Or there's like 800 plus states now, so maybe even 500. Like 550.
I would say probably in like the 650 range.
Possibly even 650, yeah.
Because how long does it take to get to 30? 3 months?
The state intel, yeah, I think the state intel is like 6 months or something, right? Before you can get plasma. I can't remember the exact amount, but it's a while.
So, yeah, I get it. It's still a business, and like, hey, invite your friends, let them go ahead and play and try and convince you to leave your state so you could start all over again is basically the only way to really make that happen. Which is, I find is rare. It's very rare for someone to be like, yeah, no, I'm just, I'm going to start it all over again.
Yeah.
Because you kind of know where the end game is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that being the case for a lot of people, but there are people that do it. I think Aerith she's got a couple They've got a couple bases.
Yeah, Aerith has a couple. And Aerith, I do want to have you on at some point. I was mentioning in one of our previous streams that I want to have somebody that's from like a newer state. And Aerith messaged, she's like, yeah, I have like a 500 state, and I think state 700. So
7 something, yeah.
Newer. So yeah, we'll definitely like to have you on, Aerith. But yeah, it's... Oh, okay. So Aerith is saying 777 is 80 days old, and we got Plasma 2 weeks ago. So it's probably about 70 days or so then.
Wow.
To get to Plasma. So it's even quicker. That means there's like a turnaround time of 2.5 months, which makes it even more difficult.
And that means that it also accelerated the timeline.
Yeah.
To get Plasma, which is kind of like, I don't know.
I mean, like I said, so I think it's a good concept from like a publicity promotion standpoint. I think it just highlights some of the flaws with this game if you're like trying to get your friends to play. And I think they'll have a hard time retaining, like, even if it's not fake accounts, if you actually bring in your friends, I think they're going to have a hard time retaining them because they're not going to be playing with their friends.
Yeah.
More likely than not. Most are not going to create a new one, so...
Yeah, and the chances of them, telling your friends to play, chances of them playing a different game than you are actually still pretty high.
Yeah. Eric B makes an interesting comment, too. He said, I'd take a wave of new random players in State 89. I would actually even propose something where the older states allow new players to join with a non-zero HQ. They maybe start with like HQ 29 or 28 or something. And then they pick it up. So they get farther ahead. Daniel T is saying, why wouldn't they? Plasma is where is the money. Yeah, it's true. But I think the length of time that state intel used to be is actually what, at least in 359, developed that state camaraderie that actually I can see is part of the reason why I want to continue playing. It's not just the alliances, but it's just the entire state. Like, I have fun in the state. And I think that was built based on the state intel and just people working together and just having fun, right? And of course, the state being like veteran players and setting rules and those kind of things. But I think there is a lot of like social development being done in those state intel days. That if you rush the Plasma in a newer state, I think you might lose some of that. Not completely, and not to say that it can't be built after Plasma, but I just noticed that ahead of time. And especially as a free-to-play, the thought that I could potentially remain competitive if I like saved for a while and played everything correctly was always a plus in the pre-Plasma days. Once Plasma came out, that was gone. that was completely gone. There was no way. But I mean, I think it would be interesting if they, I don't know, what do you think, Delete? If they allowed for people to, let's say, join 125, and if they join 125 and they are a new player, they automatically start with a, like, HQ 29.
I mean, I'd be open to it. I mean, at this point, any new blood is better than whatever. It's better than what we got now. Right now, there's just not a lot of people playing on the daily, and it depends on who comes in too, because even at this point, it's like, oh, you guys want to win capital? I don't want to be on that long. Do you want to be on that long? No, I don't want to be on that long. Yeah, me neither, man. That's really what capital's become. SBS is a different story. But even the other states that we typically face, they're like, all right, they're stronger, we're out, or we're like, all right, they're stronger, we're out, it's not like, oh yeah, let's get in there. No, nonstop. We want to launch a rally every 2 minutes. That, that those types of things don't happen anymore.
Yeah.
It would be cool to have more involvement, different personalities to go ahead and just be like, hey, what's up? What do you think about the game? What's going on with this? How about this? Like, oh, you guys are pretty strong. How are you doing in Resurrect? It'd be cool to start having that kind of camaraderie in the state, and the chance to meet new people. But, it's just, You know, so I'd be completely open to giving someone even like a Plasma One base at this point. You know, because there's so much things that they're not going to have. Even like, what do you do about their heroes? Are you going to go way back and give them? I mean, I guess you would have to do the blue and purple heroes, but maybe you don't have to give them the legendary heroes. You know, like the Nicola, Maddie. You know, like you don't have to go that far back for them.
Yeah.
You know that you don't need every generation a hero because it's really only like your strongest hero counts. You know, so you buy the new one and that's it. You might have fewer marches, but that's okay. You know, you score a little less in trap. So,
yeah, I mean, and Eric B is saying old states aren't as aggressive, so HQ1 would survive. It's not just the survival though, right? It's the time that it takes for a new player to perceive that they can keep up, to keep up or get to the point of the higher levels. So if you start at HQ1, the perception is that you are so far away and you don't level like super easily once you get to around like 20, right? I think it's around actually 24. It slows down a good bit.
Big.
Yeah. You can get to 24, you can get to like 24 or something, I think, within like a week. But then afterwards, it's a huge slowdown with the amount of things that, like the time for all the constructions and all of that, like it takes a while. So it's more about that feeling of delay that can potentially prevent a new player from getting engaged in an older state, which is what their biggest difficulty would be.
And not to mention, it's like, all right, so you're going into an older state, you know, why would you? You know? Because then it's like you don't have the chance to get the permanent skins from, you know, the different events. You know, like if someone came in and even if there were even if it was like Jeff Bezos, you know, it would be like, dude, you can't catch my base. You know, my overall attack is like 160% at this point. You know, you're not going to come anywhere close to that. You know, the skin store was only going to catch you up so far. Oh, that's actually a pretty good point. The skin store might get you there eventually.
Yeah.
But,
and then Daniel T saying most states have plenty of people with multiple high-level alts from those that have quit to give away if someone, you know, joins. I can think of dozens of 2 and 3 stars like that in my state. So, with that, I believe, technically speaking, and I don't want to get too much into it, but technically speaking, it is against terms of service, right? So I don't think you're allowed to, it happens. I think everyone is aware, even the developers are aware, that it happens, that people will give their accounts to somebody else. That being said, it doesn't impact this survival kit thing, right? Because this is going to be likely a new person that's going to join. But the other part is they should have a mechanic in the game through legal means that allows for a similar kind of transition. I think they just need to. The only downside, I would say, and we have to be, I don't know if there's any way around it, is that any alt that you make in a different state for SVS purposes would automatically get boosted, which can cause potential issues, right? So I would say that during state versus state, that gets nixed. Like during state versus state, there is a moratorium on the auto level, and it will return in a different time. And then after that, you'll see what happens. But I think there does need to be a limitation during SVS because there are more implications to being able to create a higher level base. The other possibility is that you start everyone at HQ1, but after like a week, you increase the amount of like construction speed ups and whatever else that helps them level up their base so that maybe within 2 weeks they can actually get to HQ30 rather than auto giving them HQ30. So that could be another way. So there are a few ways that they could go about it. It's just, I think they need to do something because as it currently stands, it is very difficult to convince a friend to play and then stay in the game if they're joining your state as a veteran player. So that was my first thought on that one. Delete, I'll go to you for the first one on this. So the next one is Golgoroth's Maw. And to get to the airship into the air, we must first take out the proliferating infected occupying Underwood Forest. Players need to enter the forest in groups of 5 and eliminate the new monsters lurking inside.
Groups of 5 is probably not going to be that easy. That'll take like a Discord, at everyone to figure it out. Because even with the smaller amount of people that we have playing, we're still a very worldwide alliance. Where it's like Indonesia or Russia, the multiple, time zones of Russia for that matter. There's people from all over the place. So we got to get, 5 people online at one time. It's usually a little bit tough unless it's right around reset. Right around reset where everyone kind of hops in to go ahead and get their like dailies done, and it's usually the most active time. But that's interesting. Could be cool. 5 people.
What if they do it like those massive plague zones, where it's not just 5 people in your alliance; it's 5 people in your state?
Oh, that'd be cool. I mean, depending on who I'm with.
Mm-hmm. Where you may have to, you have the option to restrict it to just your alliance, or you can make it like a statewide thing that you can send out like a little link, just like the plague zone, but in your state chat, and people can click and join, and then you guys just go in and do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't see anything here that makes it like this is a survival of your state basically against the infecteds, right? It doesn't seem like it's a competition against other alliances. So,
right.
I mean, I think it would be kind of neat to be able to just team up with anybody in your state
and just play.
Mm-hmm. Because we don't have any other real game modes like that except for the massive plague zones, which have their own ridiculousness to it. But there's really right now no way that you could play with people from other alliances unless they like switch alliances and join you.
Yeah. There should be more statewide things, where you kind of put the state together.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Instead of keeping the state separate.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why it's better to have it separate, because the game profits when everyone's attacking each other by far. But the game also profits, when more people are playing.
Yeah.
And they want to keep up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to just being like, that guy's really strong, I'll never catch him. Or that girl's really strong, I'll never even come close to their settlement. So what's the point in playing? There should be a lot more leeway for allowing multiple players to, have a better in-game experience.
Yeah. I would even say you could have some fun with it too. Even if it's just restricted to Alliance, but potentially even like a statewide. It would be cool to kind of do like if you could coordinate everybody in Discord, right? This is just ideas at this point. But if you could coordinate everyone in Discord, do like a draft where you have like 5 captains and they just go around and like pick, cool. Right? And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they just pick people, and then you guys race to see who clears it with like the better score or timing or whatever is like a way that you can compare. You can make your own little mini game out of it depending how it's set up.
Yeah.
So, I think there is potential there, but again, I'm going in blind, just kind of basing it on whatever is read here. So if it's none of those, then here are some ideas for you, King's Group. That's all I can say. I think a draft would be cool, Eric.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, because it's not for nothing. I mean, it's literally just tapping. So technically, it could be just a simulation. Like, hey, which, of the top 10 bases in your state would you want to use to go ahead and take this down?
Yeah.
That'd actually probably be pretty cool. Like, they've got a lot. Their BP is really high, but their stats are awful. Yeah. Or something along those lines. That'd be pretty cool.
Eric, you should come to our state anyways. Just come to 359. And then leave 125 and come to 359 again.
Oh my God. They're probably. I'm probably at the point where in 359 they're like, "Hey, so we moved you to a different place altogether."
You're still in the RSG alliance. We moved. I told you. We joined GCE.
Yeah.
You're in RSG, which is like, yeah.
Dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's me and probably Jeremy and probably McVenom.
And and Stinky, Nero's alt. He keeps that going. Nif is in there too, but I don't log on to him very much. But okay, next one, Airship Guardian. The soon-to-be completed airship was attacked by the infected, and the fuel we had set aside was lost due to the fire. In order to collect more fuel, players will need to locate and attack special types of infected.
Sounds like maypoles.
Mm-hmm. I hope that it is not an addition to the intel.
Oh, without question, it definitely is.
I know. It's just going
Because
to
they
make
do
it
stuff like this, and it's like, hey, everybody, go ahead and do 75 things at once. You know, burn your stamina. It's okay. You know, I noticed that they actually stopped giving you the crate.
Yeah.
There was I was like, wait, what? I was like, what's going on here? I was like, you're not giving me free stamina anymore for logging in every 8 hours or something like that? That's not fair.
Wait, you guys don't get that anymore?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't pop up anymore.
Oh, we still get it in ours.
I wonder, but yours, it goes directly in.
Yeah, it goes directly in. We don't get an accumulation like you guys did in your backpack.
Yeah. So I haven't checked if it was going directly in mine, but it was like I don't see the button anymore to tap on it to be like, oh yeah, here you go. You've got your backpack, your crate for the it just has basically bread and just stamina. And it's just like, oh, that's weird.
Daniel T is saying 229 gets it. So really quick, so we noticed a difference between like 125 and 359. 359 has the stamina and the bread that we get, but it's if you click on it, it goes directly into your bar for stamina and directly into your bar for bread. 125 got the stamina into their backpack. And I believe you got bread in your backpack too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It went to their backpack so they could save it and then spend it later, which is different. So I don't know which and Aerith is saying 500 is the same as 359. I think 359 is the setup for all the new states. I don't know where the cutoff is though, where it's switched. So either Eric or Daniel, I don't know which system you have. If you have it so that it goes directly into your bars, then all of that is still fine. Deletes is the older system where it's supposed to go into the backpack and accumulate the amount of like stamina cans that you have. And that's not working. So Daniel is saying ours goes straight to the bar too. Yeah, that one is working. Delete system may not be working, which is that it goes into the backpack. Eric is saying 89. So yeah, Eric is saying he still gets his, and Eric is 89, so he should have the same as you.
Huh. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going on, because there were a couple people that noticed it in 125 that was just like, hey, where is this?
And you're clearing the billboard and all of that?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have to look into that. We will report on that next week to see what has happened with deletes crates.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I think this fuel thing actually is again, I don't mind it. I think fuel is probably going to be the thing that does that event. You're going to collect fuel and you'll press and click and try to collect fuel in order to power up the airship, which is fine. That's one of their like standard type events now. So you just try to find it and you do it. So I'm good with that.
It's like your skin event. That's all. Yeah.
And then the last thing is reward crates added to the hunter event, from which you can get up to 10 hero frags. Hunting the hunter, isn't that the Travis event?
Yeah. And that's, I mean, you get Travis frags from it, but that's the event that I don't even clear. I don't know, I have like over 200, like advanced and whatever for Travis, and I just never use them.
There's no point once you actually have the frags for Travis, and even then, it is best to not do the logs during the event. Because you activate the logs outside of the event, so during the event, you attack and you get more backpacks. So so first off, I think people have been doing that event wrong. First off, I'll just say that flat out. During that event, you don't actually use your logs. You collect the logs and you collect the backpack. Then, once the event is done, then you cash in the logs. Because now you're not sacrificing the backpack, which has bios and stuff in there, and other like resources, right? You're not sacrificing that in order to do something that you can do outside of the event. So I think first off, people are doing that event wrong. I have seen that way too much where people are just cashing in the logs because they got it. But the other part, like Aerith is saying, they want to add more hero frags other than Travis. I think that would be fine if they added some like other heroes or something. I mean, maybe you get Becca that way. You get Becca with the Hunting of the Hunters, because they said they were going to try to make her a little more accessible to all players, right? So that could be a way that they do it. But again, you should not be using the logs during the event. I don't want them to change that because that breaks the whole point of the event. Like now you have to pick between the backpacks and the frags. Right now, you have a nice balance. You collect the backpacks and then you do the frags. And you have a lot of time to do the frags. You can work on it. Like it works out well. So I hope they don't change that too much.
Yeah, agreed.
So that was the update that came out. I mean, that was the main thing. Juggernaut is saying, so I can take your RSS and your plasma. Juggernaut is currently facing 359. 401, which is Juggernaut State, is facing 359. Here is the ridiculousness of their state. Okay? I'm just gonna show this. We're gonna go to total rank here. Of the top 3, the first 3 are all the same guy with 3 different accounts. Like legit. You guys can see it right now. Number 1 is Kato EK. Number 2 is Kato ZZ. And number 3 is just Kato. He also, if I scroll down, he has more. He has other Katos too. I think he had 5 Katos or something. It is ridiculous. It's just like Katos everywhere. Yeah, look. You can see it right now. Look, it's just Kato. In our total rank, it is Kato. It is. It is some serious spending. And we are just getting outspent because, take a look, we don't get a rank in 359 until number 7. He only has 3. Okay, fine. He only has 3. Okay, Jugger. And all 3 are at the top. All 3 are at the top, and we don't have anyone until number 7. And then that's the only one in the top 10. Then we get number 11. That's it. Wow. It is ridiculous.
Are there BPs like, you're probably at like, there's people in 359 that are like half a billion BP, right?
Yeah. Let me see what our top is right now. I think we have people that high. Let's see. Power, yeah, it would be Aerith. Aerith's over 1 million, or over 1 billion. Then we have a few above over half a billion. Yeah. Top 12. Wow. Top 12 is all above half a billion.
Wow.
First place is Aerith. She just goes crazy. And she's over 1 billion.
I'm not even actually over 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't build that many troops.
Eric is saying, dude, I've been playing 2 years almost and just hit 500 million. Mm-hmm. I'm a very fancy 183.
I'm at 987 right now. I would have already been there, except I attacked that one guy for basically the stream to test my theory. Oh, rubber duck.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what we are facing. Juggernaut. He only has 3, and all 3 are at the top. He's going to end up like he is going to end up just joining his own rallies and killing us. And it's just going to be in there.
So that's playing on your iPhone? I don't think you can log it.
You could just keep switching.
Oh, yeah.
You only need one other device, and then the other one you switch.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know how he does it, but I mean, yeah.
That's wild.
So Juggernaut, I'm going to be bubbling. I want to say for the majority of SVS, I'm going to be in a lovely bubble.
And 24-hour bubble.
That's pretty much what it's going to be. I'm going to try to get my points, and then I'm going to bubble. It's a good thing I'm going away for the weekend anyway, so it gives me more incentive to bubble. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And don't be stealing my plasma. You leave my plasma alone. That's all I got to say. Just leave it alone. But what we'll do now is there was some other stuff on the Discord. So let me do this. By the way, I had my suggestion, and it's Maz's suggestion. I will give Maz credit, especially if it happens. But I put the suggestion of the Explore missions, the Explorer trails, to just allow players to auto it if they've at least beat it once, and the prediction is walkover. Just let us auto. So if they do that, I put that in the feedback, and if they actually do it, I'm giving Maz like full credit. Because that was Maz's idea. Nice. That was Maz when she was on the stream. So
I mean, that's a Swuggo thing. That's how Swuggo does it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do it in a similar way. You get like 3 stars on it, meaning that you kind of mastered it, which is kind of the equivalent of the prediction.
Right. It's like the walkover part of it.
Yep. So if they do this, all credit to Maz. Just, yeah. But in the meantime, let me go through some of the other stuff that they posted about. So they posted in the announcements. They had a few announcements that came out. Eric B saying, I don't like the new graphics update where they turned our dirt path to green paths. They've been working on like trying to make roads and stuff for a while. They've been trying to work on roads and other things in the map itself. And I think now it's just like laggy. There's like all these like weird roads and everything they keep on adding to this game. That I don't think is necessarily a good thing because it's just, I don't know, it's unnecessary, I think, but. Oh, let me grab these troops while I'm here. Okay, so, I'll pull the screen up here. Fancy button click, go away, there we go. Ha, 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 okay, so. I like that I got the button set up. I had it on my, like, list of things to do. And so I actually managed to do it. You're talking about inside the settlement. Yeah, my path is actually still my path is still like gray or dirt. My path is still dirt.
I always also thought it was weird that like
it's a little
you put one piece of road down, you know, it's like, that looks dirty. You put like 2 next to each other, but if you put 4 right next to each other, it actually looks nice. Like the dirt disappears. Never understood why that was.
No, I still have some with the gap.
Really?
The road?
If you do like a 4x4 block?
Oh, a 4x4 block of it. Yeah, I'm not blocking them. I've seen your stop sign shenanigans. We're not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a long discussion about that. No, what annoys me the most is the fact that they have the ability to lock your build. There's literally a button to lock your build, and yet you can still demolish things on your base. Seriously. Why? Why would you give us the option to remove something if I'm trying to lock it? I have like lost a little path, and I don't know where the hell it goes. I have a dirt path block, and I cannot, for the life of me, find the little gap where that dirt block goes.
So funny.
Let me see.
It is so sensitive. I mean, I do get why when you click into your base, it's so zoomed in. You know, they want to show you that you can zoom in that far. You know, but the first thing you do typically is you zoom right the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
And they should make the bases bigger because that's a separate screen. Like, there's no way, you know, like you can make that whatever you want. They can change that whenever they want because it's a whole separate part of the game. It really doesn't come into the part of the PvP aspect of it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, that screen is very personal to you, you know, or if someone's clicking on your base, but it's a complete, like, I always think of RBI Baseball. It was like, it used to be with RBI Baseball on Nintendo, you know, you hit and then the game would go black screen and then shift to the field, you know, like 2 seconds later, you know, so.
Okay,
they
so
can
Eric
totally change it.
Yeah. Eric B is saying that it was tan and now it's darker. I'm not going to lie. I was just talking about the fact how, like, I was missing those dirt paths, right? Literally, because it's darker, I could find where the dirt path was. I just placed every dirt path. I just found every single gap. So
Wow.
I cannot agree with you. It just helped me resolve the issue of finding where I put these dirt paths.
That has been bothering you for at least 4 months.
Yes. Yes. And they literally just darkened the dirt, and I'm able to see where the hell the path is. Like, I'm able to see exactly where the path is.
They showed you the light.
Mm-hmm. So,
Like
yeah.
giving you the darker path.
I am unable to agree with you. That's pretty much it. I am unable to agree with you. Let me see. This should be a gap too. I think I see a gap. I do. I found another gap. There we go. Look at that. Is it actually helping me fill in some gaps I didn't even realize were there? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna say the darkening of the path may be the greatest update ever. For like all the worst reasons, because for whatever reason they don't have this like building lock thing work. By the way, I'll bring my screen down because you guys weren't seeing that, but I literally found that there was a gap here, that there was like the gap right here towards this lamppost, and there was another gap just randomly over here. Where was it? It was up here. Yeah, there was a gap right here. And I literally figured it out because it is darker. Like, once I removed this, like, I actually saw that there was a gap here. And now I am able to put it there. Hooray! Oh, I got a sandcastle. I have all these kind of things. I just don't have room to put it. Oh, I do have room. Where do I put the beach party?
Ooh.
Where do I put the beach party? I don't know where I want to put the beach party. Where is a good spot for the beach party? Behind our warehouse. There we go. It's going to be behind the warehouse. We'll have a beach party behind the warehouse. It's like our backyard. It's near the bonfire. It's fine. There we go. There we go. We have a beach party going now too. I don't know what else. I like started collecting things and then I like barely had room for anything, so I just like gave up on putting everything. Okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let me go back going back to the announcement. Okay, so this was an announcement from the 30th of August, and the announcement is, here is the update on our recent plans for Red Chief Medal. Okay, so this is the plan for the Red Chief Medal. First, red metal is now tested in states 1 through 12. Okay, so they did their sample size. We will expand red metal to states 1 through 500 this week, approximately Wednesday or Thursday, and I think we've seen that in the game already, right? So that has come into the game. Then we increase the drop of free metal materials at the same time. States 1 through 50 has a 7-day sign-in event before red metal release. Players are able to get a lot of chief metal materials. I'm going to say lot is a relative term. It is free. I like having the badge refinement. It's not really a lot though. Like if you look, if I go into the badge refinement, let me see. This is some of it, right? And even at the 80, you only get like 20, right? You're picking up some here slowly, which is nice. And then they have the login, which in total gets you like 25 here, 15, 15, 15. So I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I think lot is relative based on what you are using it for. So I think for those that are going towards red and everything, it may be not all that super great. Not that it's bad, but it's just not like a lot, meaning you get like a free upgrade or something like that. And then getting more metal materials in supply hunt. So I think that's good. That's a simple way to get it, right? If you can always buy the 1,000 biocap chest to try and get some of those. So I think that's a good thing. And then lastly, game team plans to add certificate, the new material for red metals, in Destroy the Reaper and World Event store in the future. So they're adding a new material for the red metal.
Which sucks.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Give your thoughts, Delete.
It sucks. Because it was like, all right, like I can do a lot of the upgrades right now with the badges and berets that I have in my backpack. But because they added the new certificate, which you can only get out of the Yes store or by buying, and even like, I think I bought the packs. I bought all the packs that had them, and I was only able to do 2 upgrades. Like I was able to get a red infantry shield, 1 red infantry shield, and actually 2 red infantry shields, but only 1 level, which they now go to 5. And you need certificates for all of them. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's just a lot to work towards.
Mm-hmm.
You can only get it out of the Yes store. I'm like, dude, you're telling me that I need, and you need like something like, it's like 10, then 20, then 30. I'm going to need like 1,000 of these. And the pack I bought, I think gave me 60. Yeah. It's like, well, what are they thinking? It just doesn't make any sense. I guess they just don't want anyone to just kind of come in and just max out immediately. But to make it that, unattainable is also kind of nuts.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like anyone in my state's really in that big of a rush to get it. So very meh on the whole thing. They keep moving the goalpost, Oh yeah, I'm close to being done. And then it's like, no, you're not. You're not close. You're not close at all. So widening the divide that was already really wide to begin with.
Yeah. All right. So that was the first announcement that came out on the 30th, and we've seen, unfortunately, a lot of that. The next one, to celebrate State of Survival's 2nd birthday, you will have the opportunity to experience a completely new event and participate in the creation of the airship for your state. The event starts in just 5 days. That was posted yesterday, so early next week. They have some pictures of the airships that are basically a Zeppelin, which is kind of cool. You have probably seen it in the intro if you downloaded the new one, where they have the airship that I guess has a giant picture of Becca on it, and everyone is cheering for that. Um, so yeah, I don't. That's just it. Um, the next one is during the second anniversary of State of Survival, survivors will fight the villain and save their settlements to celebrate the game's birthday. Now, that is it's if you see the picture, it's a pretty cool looking picture. It's kind of like a mix between an infected and a beholder. For those that play Dungeons and Dragons and know what a beholder is, it's kind of just like the big eye monster. So it's kind of cool looking. And the other thing they're doing is each of the different things that they're doing, they're putting like a little number on it. So with the airships, they have a graphic and it has a 5 on there because there's 5 days to the airship design. And then with the anniversary boss, there's 4. So tomorrow, expect an announcement that has the number 3 and whatever the next thing is for that. So that is I think pretty cool. Then they had some more things about feedback. So I think we talked about the feedback and what you did, and like I said, I posted one in there. And then the other thing, which I think we did not cover because it was on the 27th, it was posted, is a developer feedback. So we didn't have a developer feedback since the 11th, and then the next one was the 27th. So we missed about like 2 weeks of developer feedback. But they did come out with the developer feedback. First thing, update regarding state merge. You ready for this, Delete?
Still working on it.
State merge will be released during October 11th to October 24th. They are sticking with the October timeline.
That's good. That's good.
I will take that. I mean, they're not saying there's a delay. They're not trying to push it off. They actually said between the 11th and the 24th there will be an event. The state merge will be released during October 11th to 24th. We will pick a group of states online to test the merge function. Before the server merging, most of the events in the test states will be closed. But don't worry, we will give players compensation. In addition, the Yith World events will open in these test states. And Eric B is saying they're testing 12 states. So I think that's a good start. Right? If that works, this will be pretty cool. And they're actually merging states. So that's also pretty cool. We had the migration option, right, for individual players, for those that were like late, but now they're doing a merge. So like getting the information on that. Next thing, schedule for the Azertain Heist. The game team is still hard at work improving the stability of Azertain Heist, as well as improving people's game experience in the heist battle. For now, we don't have a confirmed date to reopen Azertain Heist. We will keep the community updated. They're not early releasing something. I'm good with that.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah, I am too. So far, I'm on board. Now, keep in mind, this is from the 27th. So this was last Friday, right? So some of this stuff we've already covered, but I'm still going to read it so you guys have heard what the update was. But the next one, improvement on hunting the hunter's reward. We have put legendary hero fragments as rewards for hunting the hunters and tested the update in a few select states. Based on the test feedback, we will further enhance the chance for players to gain hero fragments in the event. The optimization will be implemented in the next update, version 1.13.10, which we're currently in. and test it online again. Please stay tuned. So we saw that in the update as well, right? That they added this. So we'll take a look at the next time to see what we have to do for the crate. Is it just killing infecteds? Do we actually have to do the logs, which would be kind of ineffective or inefficient for the logs? So we'll see what they do. And then the last thing is the State of Survival anniversary is coming. We are happy to announce that our anniversary features will be released in full on September 6th. Players will have access to the brand new anniversary Hero Becca, unique contests, and special gameplay. All the anniversary features will be released in a group of select states for testing purposes on August 3rd, or August 31st. Now, Elite, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
September 6th is Labor Day. Are you working?
No.
Are you
No.
interested in doing a stream during the day where we play State of Survival and just explore all the new things? Because that's when it's being released. I was going to stream. If you can join me, that would be even cooler.
It depends on where I'm at, because
Okay.
we are technically going away, even though we're not going away.
Okay.
It's a long story. We basically own a condo, and we're in between renters right now. So my wife, it's our anniversary, actually,
Oh, congrats.
in 2 days. It's our anniversary, 10-year anniversary for that matter.
Is it going
So
into
we're-
your 10th year? Or so that's the 10th year, meaning you're going into your 11th year of what it
Yes.
was. Okay. See?
Yeah.
Not very hard. Sorry. I'm
Yeah.
going full circle. Sorry. Continue.
Wow, I'm old as shit. No, so yeah, so my wife really loves this condo, and she was like, "Why don't we stay in the condo for like the weekend?" And I'm like, "Because it doesn't have a TV or internet or furniture or anything else that you need." She goes, "Let's just go camping in the condo." So that's what we're doing. Happy wife,
Mm-hmm.
happy life.
100%. Mm-hmm.
I am dreading this like you wouldn't believe, but I'm putting a brave face on and doing my best.
Well, there you go. So, yeah. So next Monday, I will try to be streaming State of Survival. Now, for the actual stream, just FYI, guys, I will try to be on Twitch. So, the Twitch site is twitch.tv/realityskewedgamers. It is the same group name on Twitch. My plan is right now to stream State of Survival for at least some time on Monday. So if you guys are interested, be ready for that. Make sure you head over to our Twitch. You can hit the follow button, and then you can get notified whenever we go live on that channel. And my plan is Monday to stream State of Survival. And we can look at all the new features and all that. We can look at Becca, see how she looks compared to all of her other images. Where is her bandage? Is it on the left hand like it typically is, or does it magically go on her right arm? Or the other way? See, in this one, it's on her left. Like, everything is reversed. Like, it gets
So
confusing.
lazy. It is so lazy.
They
It's
just like flip the image. Yeah, I know. Just like a full
mirror
image
it.
split. But yeah, can you post the link in the description? I believe this will work. Let me see once I get this thing. Okay, let's see if this works. I think I added this command a while ago. Give the bot a second. I think it should bring the link in. If not, I think it's in the description of the video already. Oh, there we go. Yay, it worked. So there you go. There's the link. So twitch.tv/realityskewedgamers, same as the group name here. We will do State of Survival on Monday is the plan. I should be back like afternoon Sunday, so I should be good for Monday streaming. So there you go.
Speaking of RSG, how's Ranger? Is Ranger still playing?
Yeah, SOS? I don't know. He's actually still in RSG, or he's in GMB. I don't know if he came with us to GCE, so I think he's still in GMB. But I have to check. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that covers all the news from like the last week.
Yeah.
So if you guys have questions, you can put it in the chat. We're here to just have fun with you guys, and I think we've covered everything. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That's all I got. I'm, unhappy with the way that the red Chief Gear medals went down. I think that's awful. But it is what it is. It's just going to curtail my like effort to be a max player. I don't think I have it in me to kind of even care about it as much. To be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
So we'll see.
All right, so let's end the stream with Finn's plasma count. Let's see what Finn can get on this plasma machine. The goal is 10. If I could get 10 plasma, that would be what I could easily get had I not gotten the 3. Like the +3 on that spin thing.
I can see you getting a +4 and then the rest ones.
So let's say
I'm going to go 9. I'm going to go 9.
I'm going to go 7.
Oof.
So let's see. Here we go. First one. Straight up 1. Second one. Straight up 1. Third one.
So far I'm right.
Straight up 1. We're at a total of 3 with 2 spins left. The next one.
+4.
+1. So I'm at 5. And next one
you need that 3.
is a +1. I got 7. Nailed it. Right here. Nailed it. 7 plasma.
That is awful.
This thing is awful. This machine is the worst. Do not get the perfect on here. That's all I can say. It is the worst thing you can do. Like, they're like, oh, well, now that you've done it, you can simplify your life. It's like, no. You have just screwed me out of plasma every single day.
Yeah.
Like, they really need to fix this.
The gauge guarantees you a certain return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is, like, the worst.
Diabolical. You got punished for being an overachiever.
Apparently. This honestly is, like, the worst thing. Like, I don't understand how they designed this where, like, your ability to successfully do something has now cost you the ability to succeed.
Oh,
this
man.
Thing is the worst. It's the worst.
That's awful.
Well, there you go. That is the failures of Finn. You guys got to see that live. Hope you enjoyed that, because it sucked. Every week. Yeah. So I think that covers everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the Discord and then tag myself and Delete. And we can definitely help you guys if you guys put it in the State of Survival chat. We play a lot of different games as RSG, so you'll just scroll down to the mobile game section and find State of Survival, and then type in that chat. Yeah, feel free to tag us if you guys have any questions. I saw some questions earlier in this week, so and we have a great community too that's willing to answer. So Eric B, try getting plasma first and then purifying. I will try that next week. Next week I will try to get plasma first and then I will purify. So we will try it.
That's interesting.
Probably makes no difference, but superstition is always superstition, so you can give it a shot.
I always do the purify.
I just do it because it's done. Like, it's just set. There's no RNG with it. So Aaron, live stream. Yes. Yeah, on Monday. Monday, I plan on live streaming SOS on Twitch, so make sure you guys follow us over there. Yeah, we'll have some fun. So I think
Very cool.
Yeah.
I will try. I will definitely try.
Mm-hmm. So I think with that, we will go ahead and sign out. Call this another episode of The Bunker. And once again, before we sign out, for anyone that is able to, please be on the lookout for this lady up here. We miss her. We don't know where she is. The zombies may have gotten to her. We're not entirely sure. So we need everybody to be on the lookout for her. She goes by the name of Tits McVenom. You may call her McVenom as well. She goes by many other names, but we're not saying those on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Although she
For the obvious reason.
Yeah. Although she has said it on stream anyways. But, yes, please find this pretty lady. We want her back in the bunker so we can protect her. She is out fighting zombies right now and saving people as a nurse. The new zombie infection that we're going to call, we're going to give it codename Delta, has caused additional issues that have kept her busy in fighting said zombies. So these Delta zombies are definitely overworking her. So we're going to try and get her back here. So if you guys see her, make sure you get her back over here into the bunker underground. We'll even spruce up the place a little bit so it's a little bit cleaner when she gets here. So, yeah.
She'd appreciate that.
I think so. So, with that, Eric B saying I get multipliers often that way, so I stick with it. Yeah, I mean, we'll give it a shot.
Oh.
This way hasn't worked for me, so I'll try it that way. If it works, it works. So, delete any last words before we sign off.
The most important thing that I'm going to say of the night really is rock on, Alan.
There you go. I am Finn with Reality Ski Gamers, signing out. Take care, guys.